Etra, son of Bob and Chrissy Etra. Taylor Etra, son of Bob and Chrissy Etra. McKenna Bender, daughter of Chad and Tiffany Bender. Lehman Bontrager, daughter of Lynn and Sue Bontrager. Lane Borger, daughter of Chad and Erica Borger. Tyler Brewer, son of Jason and Holly Brewer. Liam Brill, son of Scott and Shelley Brill. Cooper Fry, son of Christina and Ed Fry. Mila Geyer, daughter of Adam and Liz Geyer. Morgan Grossman, daughter of Matthew and Mallory Grossman. Leah Hostetler, daughter of Marion and Anna Hostetler. AJ Martin, son of Nick and Amy Martin. Maggie Mass, daughter of Chris and Heidi Mass. Mary Mass, daughter of Glenn and Wilma Mass. Paige McDonald, daughter of Barry and Danny McDonald. Brendan Miller, son of John and Tiffany Baker. Madeline Miller, daughter of Zachary and Sarah Miller. Saul Moreno, son of Saul and Maria Moreno. Shelby Mullet, daughter of Henry and Christina Mullet. Fisher Oakley, son of Johnson and Catherine Oakley. Gavin Rainsberger, son of Jason and Megan Rainsberger. Kaya Roos, daughter of Tom and Amy Roos. Josie Ryle, son of Drew and Melvin Ryle. Tyler Stutzman, son of Dave and Becky Stutzman. Lex Thompson, son of Lincoln and Carissa Thompson. Mabel Trethaway, daughter of Stephen and Kimmy Trethaway. Meryl Warner, daughter of Jim and Jen Warner. Riley Watson, daughter of Jacob and Brittany Gordon. Elijah Watts, son of Michael and Tara Watts. Grace Yoder, daughter of Dylan and Rhoda Yoder. Hudson Yoder, son of Ryan and Laura Yoder. Janae Yoder, daughter of David and Miriam Yoder. Casey Yoder, son of Jill and Michael Yoder. And Will Yoder, son of Barbara Yoder. Next are 35 freshmen who established a GPA of at least 3.67 cumulative for 3 semesters and will receive an academic letter. Eva Bates, daughter of Robert and Dawn Bates. Evan Beachy, son of Adrian and Jennifer Beachy. Carlene Bender, daughter of Ryan and Mary Ellen Bender. Alexi Bennett, daughter of Ben and Jamie Bennett. Memphis Bontrager, daughter of Anthony and Nicole Bontrager. Olivia Bontrager, daughter of Alan and Kelly Bontrager. Cameron Christner, daughter of Michael and Megan Christner. Isaac Drake, son of Joseph and Brandy Drake. Josie Ash, daughter of Chad and Dora Ash. Gracie Engel, daughter of Nick and Ashley Engel. Caitman Gates, son of Marty and Laura Gates. Landon Gingrich, son of Shane and Rachel Gingrich. Luke Carr, son of Daryl and Crystal Carr. McKenna Hellman, daughter of Matt Hellman and Summer Coney. Amanda Hirschberger, daughter of Titus and Ella Hirschberger. Alyssa Hooley, daughter of Brandon and Christy Hooley. Kate Nostedler, daughter of Marlon and Juanita Nostedler. Ibrahim Ahmed Mercer, daughter of Courtney and Jackie Mercer. Angela Miller, daughter of John and Mary Miller. Gloria Miller, daughter of Jerry and Ruby Miller. Peyton Miller, daughter of Karen Miller. Lucas Mullet, son of Randy and Christina Mullet. Kane Reinhold, son of Dan and Hillary Reinhold. Carver Stump, son of Kurt and Wendy Stump. Chris Torrens, grandson of Harry and Linda Sanders. Daniel Yoder, son of Dennis Yoder. Pierce Yoder, son of Derek and Amy Yoder. And Savannah Yoder, daughter of Ben and Doreen Yoder. Next are 28 juniors who have established a GPA of 3.67 cumulative for 5 semesters and will receive an academic star. Kristen Bender, daughter of Ryan and Mary Ellen Bender. Noah Bontrigger, son of Aaron and Lyle Bontrigger. Brianne Corey, daughter of Rich and Rebecca Corey. Cheyenne Diaz, daughter of Ruth Eicher Diaz. Hunter Egley, son of JJ and Stacy Egley. Katie Grau, son of Carl and Gretchen Grau. Madison Grossman, daughter of Matthew and Mallory Grossman. Ava Hostetler, daughter of Marion and Ina Hostetler. Caleb Eddings, son of Chad and Dawn Eddings. Brianna Kaufman, daughter of Justin and Mindy Kaufman. Haley Lambright, daughter of Elmer and Eva Lambright. Janelle Lambright, daughter of Carl and Anna Lambright. Janessa Lehman, daughter of Gerald and Melissa Lehman. Lanita Mast, daughter of Glenn and Wilma Mast. Eden Mock, daughter of Nathaniel and Carrie Mock. Myla Miller, son of Jerry and Ruby Miller. Myra Miller, daughter of Jonas and Kirsten Miller. Lily Mullet, daughter of Randy and Christina Mullet. Aaron Roth, son of Bob and Julie Roth. Bentley Ryle, son of Drew and Molly Ryle. Brett Springer, son of Ross and Amy Springer. Jordan Wesson, daughter of Harold and Catherine Wesson. Jolena Whetstone, daughter of Jerry and Linda Whetstone. And Brina Williams, daughter of Ben and Jan Williams. To conclude our program, we have 35 seniors who have achieved our highest award with a GPA of 3.67 cumulative for 7 semesters, earning academic blankets, which will now be presented. Cole Bontrigger, son of Lyle and Aaron Bontrigger. Ian Bontrigger, son of Alan and Kelly Bontrigger. Lily Bontrigger, daughter of Larry and Merle Bontrigger. Clorinda Byler, daughter of Dan and Dawn Byler. Mason Clark, son of Bill and Carrie Clark. Gavin Engel, son of Nick and Ashley Engel. Jackson Engel, son of Mark and Heather Engel, and Max Engel, son of Mark and Heather Engel. Zachary Fry, son of Ed and Christina Fry. Ava Gilbert, daughter of Jeff Gilbert, Melinda and Farron Schuneman. Silas Haar, son of Daryl and Crystal Haar. Grace Hirely, daughter of Bill and Kathy Hirely. Hussein Ahmed Hussein, son of Ahmed Hussein. Olivia Sophia Jasso, daughter of Carlos and Molly Jasso. Asher Kennedy, son of Derek and Darlene Kennedy. Kiana Mast, daughter of Ken and Charla Mast. Curtis Miller, son of Jerry and Ruby Miller, accompanied by Joe Rubo. Tristan Pearson, son of Matt Pearson and Jill Huffman. Morgan Rich, daughter of Tanya and Willie Rich. Jonathan Roth, son of Bob and Julie Roth. Victoria Sanquist, daughter of Jordan and Kendra Sanquist. Kirsten Schumacher, daughter of Julie Schumacher. Lindsay Schwartz, daughter of Daniel and Lena Schwartz. Dylan Schrock, son of Sheldon and Stacy Schrock. Kelsey Ward, daughter of Jesse and Allison Ward. Lexi Warren, daughter of Francis and Glenda Warren. Anna Gail Warner, daughter of Jim and Jen Warner. Jacob Watts, son of Michael and Tara Watts. Ava Williams, daughter of Jeremy and Andrea Williams, and Ella Williams, also daughter of Jeremy and Andrea Williams. Brian Yoder, son of Ben and Dwayne Yoder. And Camden Yoder, son of Mark and Katie Yoder. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the stars of the classrooms. Please give them a well-deserved round of applause.
The two teams have played 6 teams in common: Fairfield, Lakeland, Wawasee, Northridge, Northwood, and East Noble. And while Westview won only 2 of those 6, and Goshen won 3 of the 6, Westview ended up down just 1/3 of a point in average scoring with those 6 opponents. In other words, if you average it all up, they lost each game by 1/3 of a point. Meanwhile, Goshen averaged 3.2 points less than them. So even though they won 1 more game, we actually outscored them. Overall, Goshen averages 52.6 points a game and gives up 52.3. So for the season, they're outscoring their opponents by 0.3 points a game. Westview averages 58.8 and holds opponents to 45.3. So our average win margin is 13.5. So we score 6 points more a game they do and hold the opponents to 7 less. So stick with us for a classic Westview-Goshen matchup this evening. Tonight's game is sponsored by Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, 7870 West, 075 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Topeka New Holland in Topeka. Save on genuine New Holland parts. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. By J&R Solutions, your internet service provider. By Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction. By Height Auto Body in LaGrange. By Yoder Crossroads, located at the crossroads of State Road 5 and US 20. Also by LaGwana, get quality, get excellent customer service, get creative. By Jerry Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. By Southwind Flooring, located on 1000 West, north of Shipshewana. And by Breathe Easy Mold Solutions in Shipshewana. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the Indiana High School Athletic Association's Champions Network.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Freedom Finish Works, specializing in powder coating both steel and aluminum. From one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Earlier tonight, I had a chance to speak with Coach Pribble about tonight's game, and so we'll go down to that interview now. Can you give a little recap of that game and what you liked about your team that you saw?
I felt like we were really efficient offensively. Our guys attacked the basket either off the dribble or post feeds like all night long, it seemed like, and we just kept getting easy shots at the rim, which is good. And honestly, they did a lot of that without us really having to like push it on them. So they were just kind of figuring it out on their own, which was nice. Defensively, I felt like we held them to 44, and that looks good when you just look at the overall score. But I felt like the baskets we gave them were easy. They would screen and then slip, and they'd catch it on that slip and get a layup. Or a guy would curl hard, and he'd catch it open and get a layup. And that's stuff that shouldn't happen with the way that we defend. And we kind of struggle with that most of the night.
Yeah, so tonight, another NLC opponent, Goshen, coming in at 11-9. Talk about what Goshen does well and some things you got to look out for tonight and maybe some of their key players.
Goshen will be really physical. They've got several guys who can drive it and handle contact, so they'll go right through your chest to get to the rim and just kind of back you down. Their best player is number 10, Levi Sawatsky. They've got a good shooter, number 11, and then another good driver, number 22. Plus, they've got a couple of big guys. One's 6'5", and another one's probably 6'3" or 4 and rebound really hard. So we'll have to be pretty solid defensively. I think offensively there's some things that we can maybe exploit, which is good. So we'll have to handle physicality is kind of the big thing.
And we're getting everybody happy and healthy as we near the
yes.
Final stretch here.
We got Kane back. He's in a very pretty face mask, but he'll probably have some limited minutes tonight because he just got cleared this morning. But he is back.
Okay, awesome. Well, we'll be back to Westview right after this.
Host your next conference or retreat in the heart of Amish country at the Farmstead Inn and Conference Center in Shipshewana. Our beautiful Amish-inspired inn is within walking distance to downtown shopping, theater, and delicious food. The perfect setting for any event. Located across from the famous Shipshewana auction, where every Wednesday at 9 a.m. you can find deals on furniture, antiques, primitives, art, glassware, tools, architectural salvage, and so much more. Plan the perfect getaway. Visit ShipshawanaTradingPlace.com.
Welcome back to Westview. As Dan mentioned earlier, Goshen is really close in the points they score and the points they allow.
They are.
You also mentioned their schedule strength. You know, it's funny. You always look at Goshen's record, and I did a little research. In the last 25 years, they are almost always between about 7 and 12 wins. They had 1 year where they won 2, and then their high was 15. That's the most they've won in 25 years. But then you look at their schedule and you kind of understand why a little bit.
Yeah, you've got Warsaw in there, Northridge, Northwood. I mean, the NLC is.
NLC is typically stronger than the NECC. This year, Goshen's overall schedule ranked in the whole state is 74th ranked toughest, whereas Westview's is 175th. So we're 101 points behind in schedule strength. Now, what does all that mean and everything? Well, it just means you can't necessarily judge a team by the record, and they're 11-9. We're 14-5. Chances are, based on that, if they had our schedule, they'd probably be 14-5 too, or maybe close by anyhow.
Might well be.
So Westview currently ranked 11th in Class 2A by the computer rankings. Goshen, I believe, is ranked 50th in Class 4A, and they are. I'd written down what they were in the state. I don't have it right in front of me.
It's like 95th.
95th overall. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And recent history, Goshen has won the last 3 games. In the last 10, Westview actually has a 6-4 advantage, and in the last 20 games, we have an 11-9 advantage.
Okay.
But it would have been 11-6, and we've lost the last 3. So it's time to turn that back around tonight.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Watching the junior varsity game earlier, and actually I didn't get to see the end of that. Did we win?
No, Goshen hit a 3-pointer with 3 seconds to go to win by 1.
I knew I had to leave for the get ready for the Scholastic Awards.
Yeah,
with my daughter, and we were up by 2, but 30 seconds to go, and they'd called a timeout. And Goshen had the ball, so I wasn't sure.
Westview Goshen was nice enough to spot us an 18-point lead at halftime. But they came out and they had a different player playing out there that kind of sparked Goshen and got them going. And Westview, I think we were down by 5, battled back, actually took the lead.
Yeah.
And then Goshen had the ball with 30 seconds to go. We committed a foul with roughly 12 seconds to go. They called another timeout, and they had a real nice play set up where they were passing it around. They got a guy wide open out there for a 3, and he drilled it. So there were still a few seconds to go. I don't know if we were out of timeouts or not, but we didn't call one, and the clock ran out. So disappointing loss. Good back and forth game. First half dominated by Westview. Third quarter dominated by Goshen. Fourth quarter was kind of back and forth affair. So fans have filtered in now. We got a little bit bigger crowd than we had earlier. It looked kind of sparse, but they've streamed in here, and this should be. I guess my memory of Goshen and Westview here is a close game.
Yeah, it seems like often close. It doesn't see. Yeah, it doesn't. It's one of those where it doesn't matter too much the records. It tends to be a close game.
Yeah, Goshen. I remember distinctly several years back where they won at least one game on a last-second shot here. I think Westview's won a game in a similar fashion, and it's just we've had some tough battles. In the past, Goshen's maybe been a little bit taller. This year they don't quite have that height across the board that other teams have had. But, yeah, they're going to have us outsized regardless and physical. They're going to be very physical. They're used to going up against 4A schools. So be interesting to see Westview's recent history of playing Blackhawk and how that helped prepare them for games like tonight.
I'm thinking that Blackhawk game had to boost our strength of schedule up quite a bit.
Oh, it definitely did.
That's a tough team.
I think at one time right after the NECC tournament or a few games after, I think our schedule was ranked in the maybe near 200 or in the 200s. So, you can't ever predict. We put teams on the schedule, and you never know how good they're going to be exactly from year to year. After tonight, tomorrow night play at Leo. That's a game that was rescheduled from earlier in the year, and actually was rescheduled twice.
Right.
So we get we get a quick turnaround. Regardless of what happens tonight, we get to travel to Leo tomorrow night. So if you
have we ever played Leo?
I was trying to think. I didn't know if maybe we played him in a regional or semi-state or something.
I don't remember ever playing Leo.
Okay, well, we may not have. And if you want to see a new gym and everything, that'd be a good trip to take over there tomorrow night. Maybe go out for a quick date before the game, and then stop by the game.
Or if you're a late night person, you could go afterwards.
Yeah, you could go afterward too. I'm sure there's stuff open. It's a big city over there. They got all kinds of stuff. They don't shut down at 5:30 like they do around here. So anyways, no, this is really a pivotal game. You know, if you look at Westview's schedule after Blackhawk and Prairie Heights, Wawasee, we've taken care of them as expected. Goshen, Leo, Fremont, Concord. And NLC school is always a challenge. Leo's going to be a challenge. Their schedule, I believe, is ranked, I had it written down somewhere. It's higher than, it's not as strong as Goshen's, but it's higher than ours, stronger than ours. And then Fremont. And Fremont has specialized in recent years of ruining our NECC aspirations. We had a chance to win it, I think, twice outright, and they just came here and beat us. So they're down a little this year, but they're always scrappy. They're kind of hard to play against. And then, of course, at Concord. If you win over there, put a feather in your hat, no matter what kind of season they're having.
Although you did say that Central Noble did do that
Central Noble went over there
last week?
Yeah, last week. They got off to a big lead from what I understand, and then just kind of held on. Concord, I guess, from people I talked to at the game, was kind of sleepwalking through part of that game, and weren't able to catch up in time. So really what you want to see is your team consistent. To win a sectional, chances are you got to win 3 games. You got to play 3 good games. Can we play good, solid basketball for the next 4 games to prepare us for that sectional? I think that'd give us a big boost. We've won 8 out of 9, 10 out of 12, and we're playing our best of the year, but can we keep it up through the next 4 games? Starts tonight. This would be a big win if we can get this tonight over an NLC school.
Well, the other thing, so Fremont being our last and only NECC game left, so they could once again knock us down from. So, you know what? I forgot to check. Are we still tied for the top, or are we at the top by ourselves?
We're tied with, I believe, Lakeland and Angola, and they play each other on the last game of the season. So one of those is going to lose. Actually, I think Lakeland has lost. No, I take it back. Lakeland's lost 2 games. So we're tied with Angola.
So if Lakeland were to beat Angola and we beat Fremont, then we're by ourselves.
We'd be outright. Yeah. Either way, if we just beat Fremont, we'll share a portion of that. So tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Freedom Finish Works. Specialized, and we're going to go pause for the national anthem.
A rendition of the national anthem by senior Asher Kennedy.
Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Freedom Finish Works, specializing in powder coating both steel and aluminum from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. And we're getting to the starting lineups now.
We'll begin with the starters for the visiting Goshen Redhawks. At guard, a 6'3" junior wearing number 10, Levi Swatsky.
As mentioned in pregame, Levi Swatsky, number 10, is Goshen's leading scorer on the year. Really good player. Number 11, Ryan Diaz.
The 6'5" senior wearing number 20,
20, Dominic Riley, a 6'5" senior,
6'2" junior wearing number 20.
will man the middle. 6'2" junior, Carter Markham. And Goshen's lineup is rounded out by number 22, Braxton Klein, a 6-foot junior. So we've got 4 juniors and a senior starting for Goshen tonight.
Yeah.
So experienced bunch. For Westview, number 3, Daniel Yoder, 6-foot sophomore. Tonight, Camden Yoder back in the starting lineup, 5'8" senior. And of course, Austin Slaybaugh, number 15, a 6'2" sophomore. Number 21, Caden Grau, a 6'4" junior. And rounding out the starting lineups tonight will be 6'1" senior, number 25, Owen Brill. So about the only change to the lineup tonight is Camden is in for Milan. So interesting lineup change. We'll see if that's what kind of strategy it is. And our whistler is up and getting us going. So welcome to Friday night Hoosier Hysteria. The atmosphere in the gym is cranked up a little bit tonight. That's awesome to see, awesome to hear. So I keep saying Redskins, Red Hawks, in red, Westview in the home white, and here we go. Goshen's going to start off in a man-to-man. Lately in the games early, we've really looked to get it inside to Caden or Austin. So we're going to isolate Austin here and see what we got first. Good job of shutting him off. Camden with a drive, gets cut off. Caden with a 3, got it!
That's a great thing to see to start with. Caden hitting right off the bat.
Definitely gives the player confidence when that happens. He had a good game the other night against Wawasee. Finished with 16 or 18 points.
Yeah, and interestingly, most of his good games had been in games that we lost. And that game, or the last couple games, were games we won, and he had good games.
Swatsky tried that shot. Good defense by Austin that time, forcing him into a little bit of fadeaway. Camden's got a lot of room to roam out there. I'd like to see him drive it in there. Daniel with the 3-point miss. Rebounded by Swatsky in the corner. Westview watching in there as Goshen does what they want inside.
Yeah.
Little layup. We kind of got caught ball watching there. I'd like to see us strip down on that ball when he dribbled it in there. But inside feed to Caden. Caden turns around, up, and just ticked off. Rebounded out there by Riley. Riley's a big physical, athletic force in there, and one that we're going to have to contend with most of the night. Swatsky with a deep 3, well short. Offensive rebound, but Daniel comes out of there with it. Up ahead to Brill. Goshen do a nice job of getting back in transition tonight so far. And got a turnover by Caden. Ran into, Coach mentioned how physical Goshen is, and there we see a little example. The other night we might have been able to drive that in, but Goshen stood their ground and didn't let him go anywhere. Goshen's driving it hard. Coach mentioned they'll go right through you. A little push off by Swatsky there. Goshen looks like they're just kind of running a little triangle weave on one side of the court. Nice drive and short shot by 21 there. Markham, no good, but a foul on the rebound. Looks like Westview's going to get called for that.
Might have gone in underneath him, going to be called on Owen Brill, his first.
Got that on Owen. So early on, we can see a little bit of issues with rebounding that will need to get cleaned up. Goshen had somebody open on that curl cut and missed him. Swatsky does a lot of damage here in the lane. Got in for a really close shot that time. It just ticked off. Austin brings it up court. This is where Westview's at their best, pushing the ball and running and getting open shots. Caden with a nice curl in the lane. Corner to Camden for three. Thought he had that one, but he didn't.
Came off the back of the iron.
Yeah, wide open and had a really good look at it. Looked good coming off his hand, but just didn't go in. Number 11, Diaz with it. Back out front to Markham. Swatsky, you can see, is really not shy about shooting.
Blocked the shot.
Blocked shot by Brill, and that's...
Oh, that was very fortunate that Klein touched that ball because we had blocked the shot.
Right, yeah, I was going to be out of bounds, but he caught it. I think as he was trying to save it, he landed on the end line.
Yeah.
The referee, this seems like an experienced officiating crew, and did a good job of explaining that to Goshen's coach, who was questioning what was going on. Oh, and with the drive inside, back out to Camden. Camden to the rim, up and in. I'm thinking one reason they might have brought Camden in starting is he's got a lot of room to roam out there, and we're much quicker with him in there than if we have maybe Milan or another matchup, and they're taking advantage of that. He's getting some really good shots.
I love seeing him when he drives inside like that.
Austin with the steal all the way to the basket, up and in. Yeah, Camden's really good at those little drives, finding his way in there. So Goshen is going to call a quick timeout, actually a full timeout. 4:19 to go, 7-2 Westview. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Westview. We're in the middle of a timeout here. Goshen called one early. They probably see something they're going to try to change schematically out there. I think both teams are playing hard. Swatsky's getting his shots off. Austin's doing a pretty good job on him defensively, I think. And, I think they're ending up with Camden on one of their big guys, and that's what's giving Camden room to roam out there and beating him to the basket. So they may try to, they don't have a ton of film on him, at least from a starting position, since early in the season.
Milan checked in during that timeout.
Okay, Milan
and
came
Weiss
in.
hopped for Goshen.
So where it may hurt Westview a little bit is on this end, on the rebounding end, when we have a little bit smaller lineup. Goshen with the drive, and we got beat off the dribble that time, and our help defense just kind of turned and ushered them on past. And they called a foul on Camden.
Yeah.
Camden usually doesn't get beat off the dribble. He's one of the best we have at staying in front of his man.
Yeah, he got caught on a screen and couldn't get through. Well, he dragged that foot. Could have been a
Swatsky with
travel.
a deep three, rattles out. Camden with the rebound. Up the floor to Austin. Austin with the hesitation dribble all the way to the ball. I saw that thing. He just got too off balance and couldn't quite get that get it in there. Could have called a foul maybe, but they didn't. Goshen with it out front now. Swatsky with the drive. Cut off by Austin in the corner. Back to Swatsky. Back out to Klein. Goshen does a good job of moving the ball. And they cannot get a shot to fall right now. And Westview on the break again. The one-man break. Austin with another layup that just about went in. But they're just not wanting to fall right now. Feed underneath to number 21, Markham, and he is unable to finish as well. So
he tried twice.
Lots of action and not much to show for it right now. So looks like everybody's going to take a breath here and work the ball a little bit. Nice to see Austin healthy out there again.
Yeah, he's gotten inside several times. He just hasn't quite been able to finish. There's a lot of contact there when he's doing that. Once again.
That's 3 in a row.
And
so
Klein's pulled down the rebound every time.
Yeah, Austin's tired. He's playing hard on both ends. And there he didn't get back enough on defense, and we gave up a 3 to Swatsky. So that's where Austin gets another 5 pounds of muscle. Next year, those 3 layups are going to be in. And it'll look different. So good effort. We got a 30-second timeout here by Westview. So we'll take a quick break and be back after this.
Move from ring to ring, catching great deals and unique finds at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Bid on furniture, antiques, art, pottery, tools, architectural salvage, estate items, and more. 6 to 10 auctioneers simultaneously sell inside the Shipshewana Antique Building. And each week, it's completely different with amazing sellers and items from all over. Don't miss the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. all year round.
Well, we've seen both teams' leading scorers really come out firing. Austin shooting layups and Swatsky's shooting threes and mid-rangers.
But he's only made one. Goshen's 2 of 11 from the field. We're 3 of 9.
Wow. A little set play there out of the timeout for Daniel. Wasn't able to get to the basket. Milan with a nice drive out to Daniel. Daniel with another drive. Fakes. Oh, he had a shot there. Milan for 3. Got it.
Used all the rim for that one, but that
Milan
worked.
has kind of a flat shot, but it's always right on line, and he was due to have one of those falls. So a big shot for Milan right there. Swatsky guarded by Owen Brill now. Now that Austin's taking a little bit of a break. You can see how Swatsky's got a really quick first step. Kick out, no good by Goshen. Daniel gets caught up in the traffic there, but gets it cleared. To Milan, over to Daniel, back out to Milan. They might want to guard him out there. He's liable to hit 3 or 4 of them. Caden with a drive, got called on the arm there, but no call. Got Springer in the game now. Back out to Daniel, to Milan. Milan with another 3. Oh, in and out, no good. But that could be a matchup advantage. Oh, we lost our man underneath and they blew the layup. Well, Westview lost Diaz on the break there. He caught it and he was so stunned he was open by a ridiculous amount and threw it over the rim. So neither team lighting it up out there on either end of the court right now.
No, not really.
It's entertaining anyhow. Austin back in the game. Milan with another 3. Got it again.
2 of 3, we'll take that.
Yep, that's a pretty good percentage from 3, and Goshen's coach is like, where'd this guy come from? So Westview with a 13-5 lead now, 41 seconds to go. Goshen looks like they're running a set play here. I don't think they're going to hold it for 1. Could be wrong. Maybe they will. They're kind of running it. Looks like they maybe are running kind of a delay game. Almost looks like the old Westview delay game, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you
just
set up in the box and run up from the baseline.
Get it on the side there, yeah.
They're probably just setting this up, and they'll run a set off of this here with 15 seconds to go.
And looks like we're just going to let him.
Well, guard number 10, that's all I would say. Good drive by number 22 out there, Klein. I think we got a foul on Springer.
So he'll get to shoot a couple there.
Yep.
There are no fouls called on Goshen that whole first quarter. I guess there's still 3.8 seconds. They get to try to sneak one in here yet.
Yeah, it seems like there would be, as physical as it's been out there, but
that one spun back out for him.
First free throw missed. See, is that their first free throw of the night?
That's the first free throw by anyone, yeah. Well, obviously, since they haven't called a foul on Goshen, we haven't shot, so.
13-6, 3.8 seconds to go. Austin down the floor, fires a 3, a little bit short. So we have come to the end of one quarter. Westview 13, Goshen 6. We'll be back after this.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe, offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Welcome back to Westview. Looks like Goshen will have the ball to start this quarter. I really like these matchups, especially late in the season. This is the kind of opponent you may play if you get through sectional.
Right.
Might play at regional. A strong, bigger team that is a little out of our region that we don't play repeatedly. So Goshen with the ball out to Swatsky. Goshen does a nice job of moving the ball around inside the Springer. Looks like they're kind of attacking our smaller guards when they can. And Klein up, no good. And number 20, Riley with the rebound. Looks like they're going to count the basket and the foul.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's their 5th offensive board. I showed that we each had 7 defensive boards, but in the first quarter Goshen had 4 offensive boards to our 0.
Yeah, he stands out there. He's not like he's 6'7" or something, but he's just dominating out there. So we're going to have to figure out a way to change that a little bit. It's kind of ironic, that game against Blackhawk, Daniel had 17 rebounds?
Yeah.
We could use one of those games tonight.
Yes,
Daniel.
we could.
So Westview with the ball now. Daniel up top, throws it up to Caden. Caden takes a look from 3, nothing there. They're cutting off his drives pretty well. Over to Milan. They're giving him, they're up a little closer on him now. Over to Austin. Austin drives to the basket, no good. And he's starting to get frustrated with his layup finishes, but there's a big long-armed guy there almost every time he gets there, so they're not wide open.
Well, or 2 long-armed guys.
Yeah, Klein with the ball now. Over in the corner, Swatsky, good defense by Austin, strips it out of there. Springer with the ball now, and they're going to call a foul on number 22, Braxton Klein, for reaching in on that. Probably a good idea he did that, or we would have probably had a layup off of that.
Well, yeah, that time if he was trying to get it down to Austin. Austin would have been wide open that time. So
yeah, I thought he waited just a little too long. Austin was ahead of the pack. He could have maybe thrown a bounce pass to the right and got it to him, but
just
put easy for me to say up here.
Just put it out ahead of him and let him chase it down. But
yeah. Well, Austin needs to hang in there. He's missed a few layups, but they've been tough shots. He's doing a good job defensively. And a good job running the offense, so let's just keep doing what we're doing. He is matched up on a big guy here. In the corner to Camden. Back out to Daniel. Looking for Daniel to let one of those go here a little bit if they don't play up on him a little more. Goshen's still in a man-to-man. In the corner to Austin. Austin is doing a little more from the corner this quarter. Inside to Daniel, nice back cut by Daniel that time, and most importantly, nice patience in there till he let Riley jump over the top and get out of position. So Klein with the ball now, guarded by Camden. Over to number 24, Weishaupt. Out to Markham. Markham driving on Daniel, cut off. Over to Weishaupt. Ooh, nice defense by Camden there. Blocking off Braxton Klein, but he rose and shot it over him. So a nice offensive move by Goshen that time. Good defense and good offense, just a little bit bigger and nice move. Milan with the drive, kick out to Caden. Caden, they tipped the ball and tipped it off of him and out of bounds. Caden's a little bit frustrated right now. He had to hit that first shot of the game and really hasn't had much of a look. He had a little inside floater that was contested.
Yeah.
He needs to be patient, let it come to him. It's going to work out. He'll find his openings, but let's focus on this end, get some steals, and get out running. So Caden guarding Riley. Or to Swatsky. Goshen trying to get the ball inside either by dribble or by drive or by pass. And Westview doing a pretty good job of keeping him out there. Back out to Milan up top, over to Owen. In the corner to Camden. double team in the post for Austin. So, backdoor pass. Oh, my goodness. How many layups have we missed tonight?
Oh.
That was a little bit out of control there by Camden. He thought he had an opening, but just couldn't find it. Well, I'd like to say both teams are playing pretty good defense, but really everybody's just missing shots tonight. So.
Let's go, Rod. Let's go, Rod.
Kind of got the fans sitting more than cheering right now. 15-10. Westview with a 5-point lead. 4:24 to go in the second quarter. Westview with 2 team fouls this quarter. Goshen with 1. Goshen with 1 for the half, which is hard to believe. But the rest are letting them play out there and letting the players decide what happens instead of calling every little bump.
It's a little different than the JV game earlier. That was officiated very tight.
Very different. Markham with a nice drive. Gets cut off by Milan. Back out Swatsky. Putting the move on Austin. Gets into the lane. Nowhere to go. Back out to Klein. He's got nowhere to go. Sticks his head into Caden. Coach is right. They're going to go right through him. Daniel cut off. Nice fake. Throws it to Austin. Goshen got it tipped out, but it ended up on the out-of-bounds line. So Goshen has scouted Austin pretty well. I think they've scouted our whole team pretty well, and they're making it tough for us out there. But got to be patient. Just keep working it. It's easy to play defense for 10 seconds. Let's see him do it for 30 or 40 seconds if needed. Daniel with a nice, he might have pulled up one dribble early. Caden with a nice drive. They're going to call a foul on Goshen there that time for a trip. Not sure who that was on.
On 10, Swatsky.
And that is his first. Yeah, nobody's in foul trouble because they've hardly any fouls.
2 fouls. We only have 4, I guess. We had 3 in the first quarter, only 1 this quarter so far.
Inbound to Caden. Caden a fake from the elbow. Austin with the mid-range jumper, no good. Daniel fought for the rebound, but Klein comes out of there, or not Klein, Riley comes out of there with it.
Certainly not a very high-scoring game so far.
No, it started out pretty good. It was, 13-6?
Yeah.
It's only, about 2-4 this quarter.
Yeah.
So Swatsky over to Klein. Goshen looks like they're spreading it out just a little bit. Back out to...
Swatsky got Swatsky.
Swatted, huh?
Yeah. Of course, that gives them an offensive team rebound.
Well, yeah.
But
there's more than one way to win a game. Sometimes your shots aren't falling. Sometimes the matchups are tough. Klein with the ball now. Diaz and Klein have done a nice job of cutting to the basket and making life a little difficult.
Oh, he stepped on the line.
On the end line. Nice quick double team by Westview that time out of the inbounds and caused Swatsky to step on the end line. Goshen coach begging for a foul.
That's a bad call.
Goshen fans
looked like
their frustration out on the referee, but
I'd say that's no rougher than they were playing. So
yeah, they've been called for 2 fouls. They have nothing to holler about tonight. Westview swinging it around now, reversing inside to Austin. Austin in the post. Back out to Caden. I mean, they're banging in the post with no calls. Caden up, another shot, just doesn't. Owen with another shot. Westview is battling hard, but there's a lid on the basket at this end, evidently. We've had our last, 10 shots within the rim range, and we can't get it in there. And Goshen misses on this end as well, and Westview's going to bring it back.
Hard to keep the stats. A lot of action happening.
Yeah, a lot of rebounds and missed shots to record.
If you make that first shot, it's easier to do the stats because there's only one stat.
Yeah, and you're not looking down at the paper.
Right.
All the time. Well, the other night against Wildwood C, I think we missed 5 shots from 2 the whole game. Tonight is a whole different. That was a little bit of frustration shot by Austin that time. So coach needs to calm them down a little bit. We're much better when we're swinging the ball, rotating it, being patient. The other night scoring came pretty easy. Tonight, not so much. So Inside to Squatsky, up and in, over Austin that time. It's a nice post feed by Riley in there to Squatsky.
Only his second bucket.
Milan for three, no good. Caden with the rebound, back out to Austin. Austin with the hard drive, ticked out from behind by Klein, I think, and it'll be Westview ball. Austin really is sucking wind out there. He's playing hard on both ends of the court. Westview with a 3-point lead.
Well, with Swatsky to try to cover, that's a challenge.
Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. Austin with an inside post move, up and in. It has been a long time since Westview scored. So
Right at the beginning of this quarter, and we're a minute to go.
Yeah, Austin just kind of sucking it up out there, trying to hang in there till halftime. So really his combination of length and athleticism is the best matchup on Sawatsky. He's done a nice job. He only got 5 points. And Austin has 4, so they've kind of been beating on each other.
And Austin's saying, that's fine, hold the ball.
Yeah, please hold it. Yeah, I think if I was Goshen, I think I'd go right at Austin right now because they're kind of giving us a break here. Westview up 5, 17-12, 24 seconds to go before half. Over to 24, Weishaupt. Sawatsky with the ball out front. Best thing here is don't let Sawatsky get it back with 10 seconds to go. Easier said than done, but in the corner to Markham, who drives hard, tipped around. Long three by Sawatsky at the buzzer is no good. Good defense by Westview at the end of that quarter. And we will head to halftime with the score, Westview 17, Goshen 12. We'll be back after this.
$30 bit around $3,500.
Hear the calls of the auctioneers at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Feel the thrill as 6 to 9 auctioneers showcase a variety of antiques, collectibles, treasures, and more. Whether in search of a unique find or something for your next DIY project, you'll find it at the Shipshewana Auction. And it's different every week. Bid on thousands of items from pickers from all over. To learn how to buy or sell, visit ShipshewanATradingPlace.com. Going once, twice,
Sold.
On the best deals at the Shipshewana Antique Auction.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Just like you, we understand that hard work is hard to come by these days. That's why we're starting the next generation of Height Auto Body at such a young age. From meticulous prep work to a mirror-like finish, we ensure every detail shines. Whether it's a minor fender bender or a major collision, Height Auto Body has got you covered. Bring your car to us and we'll take care of it with expertise and care. Height Auto Body, family-owned, trusted for generations.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988 and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Welcome back to Westview. We're at halftime. Westview leads Goshen 17-12. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant, serving delicious home-style meals including hearty breakfast, lunches on the go, delicious suppers, and some of the best pies and desserts you'll find anywhere.
Well,
Dan is here now with the stats, which don't involve a lot of scoring, but probably a lot of stats.
There's a lot of stats. The biggest stat, I think, is rebounds. We have, at this point, 14 rebounds. They have 17. The biggest difference is, well, we did end up getting 3 offensive boards there in the second quarter. We didn't have any in the first quarter. They have 6 offensive boards, so that's, I mean, a big difference there. They're getting offensive boards. We're not. Overall, we're shooting from the field. We're shooting 7 of 23. They're 5 of 23. So we've both taken 23 shots, and the fact that we've made a couple more is why we're ahead by 5. We have not shot a free throw. There's only been 2 free throws shot in the whole game. That was Klein in the first quarter, so he made one of. Oh, I'm sorry. They were at the line a second time because Riley had gotten fouled on a shot, but he missed it.
Three-point play.
So they're one. Well, he missed it.
Right.
So they're 1 of 3. They're 1 of 3 from inside the arc. We're 4 of 15. They're 4 of 16. And from outside the arc, we're 3 of 8, and they're 1 of 7. Looking at individual scoring, only 4 Red Hawks have scored. Swatsky, their leading scorer, is their leading scorer right now because he's actually made more than 1 bucket. He has 5. Then Braxton Klein, he made that 1 free throw. He also made a bucket. He has 3 points, and then 2 points apiece for Dominic Riley and Carter Markham. That rounds out the scoring for the Goshen Red Hawks. For Westview, 5 players scored. And actually, our top scorer came in off the bench. Mylon Miller hit 2 threes in the first quarter. He is now 2 of 4 from three-point range. He has 6 points. Austin Slaybaugh with 4, but he has put up, 9 shots. He's made 2. There was 1 3-point attempt. The rest are all 2s. Camden Yoder has 2 points. Daniel Yoder has 2 points. And Caden Grau had the opening 3 for the game for us. So that rounds out the scoring for us. We have 2 turnovers. I have them down for 5 turnovers, and like we said, we talked about the fact there's hardly any fouls called. We have 4 fouls called on us. The only player in the whole game on either team with more than 1 is Camden Yoder. He has 2. Only 2 fouls called on Goshen in the first half.
Well, I would expect the second half to be different. There's just something about a game where you have an extended break between the JV game and guys just get in a rhythm. And then we had that awards ceremony. It took, 20 minutes maybe?
Oh, yeah, at least, I think, yeah.
20 plus. So it just, I don't know, it just always is, it seems to just always throw things off a little. Think of all the layups we had at the basket.
Yeah.
Where we just could not get that thing to fall. I mean, 5, 6 of them at least.
Right. Even if just half of those would have gone in, all of a sudden we'd be looking at double-digit lead.
We'd have a very comfortable lead. But, you know, the Goshen side of things, they miss shots they probably normally hit too. Swatsky's probably not used to being. Do they have his scoring average down there?
18.3.
18.3, and he's got 5. And yeah, he was early on. He was doing a lot of mid-range shooting right there in the lane. Austin was doing a nice job of keeping him away from the basket. And later on, he tried to go back out further and further, and he's just had a hard time getting easy shots as well.
And that 1 3 he attempted, I mean, he got swatted right in front of our student section.
That'll make you think twice when you shoot the next time.
Yeah.
So and then the last one he shot, he was out there at the volleyball line at least, probably more like the circle, as he was trying to beat the halftime buzzer. So I guess you can call it good defense, but it wasn't a real aesthetically pleasing game to watch. I will say Westview's, if they've had a negative trend recently, it's the second quarter they struggle offensively. But unlike the other night, they did not struggle defensively in this quarter. So solid defense in both quarters. And I will say also a trend as we come out in the third quarter and we play really well offensively. We push the ball. Part of that is getting, good teams, like we mentioned Goshen. They're a good team. 11 wins, a tough schedule. They're used to playing some of the top teams in the state. Northridge, Northwood, etc., Warsaw. They're going to get back on defense. You're not just going to push it down the floor like we did against Garrett, beat them all down the floor every time. So it just takes work. You work on defense, you work on offense. You got to work on both ends of the court. Sometimes that can frustrate a team, especially one that plays a lot of sophomores.
Right.
And they're not used to having to do that all the time. So
one of the things I just realized, Jamie, is even though Kane's back in the lineup tonight, he probably hasn't really been practicing very hard. You said non-contact practice, so he's dressed, but he hasn't been in tonight. So we're still playing a 7-man rotation. But Camden got to start tonight. Of course, then we have Mylan and Brett Springer coming in off the bench for us tonight.
Yeah, that's a good point. And if he hasn't been practicing, the chance we see him tonight is pretty slim. Yeah, if the game is close.
Right. Yeah.
So, but it's a step in the right direction, getting him out there. Notice no face mask.
That's
right
what I
now.
just noticed. He came out without the face mask.
Like, forget this thing.
Maybe you thought sitting on the bench, I don't need a face mask.
Yeah, that could be part of it too. I'm sure if he goes in the game,
he'll have it on. Yeah.
So it doesn't re-injure that area of his body. So we've got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds yet before the start of the second half. We'll take a quick break here and come back to bring you the second half from Westview High School.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant, serving delicious home-style meals, including hearty breakfast, lunches on the go, delicious suppers, and some of the best pies and desserts you'll find anywhere.
And actually, with them just reopening, they have new hours. So they're open with their breakfast buffet Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 6 to 10. Friday and Saturday, they open 6 to 8 p.m. and they have their chicken buffet from 4 to 8 p.m. each day. But no more. Well, they still have a soup and salad bar over lunch, but no more buffet all day. So, but we were actually just there the other day with our management team, and it was a good meal.
There you go.
Good stuff.
We can vouch for the the ad that we read.
Yes, that's why we were there. We were just double checking. Good job, Fritz, Linda.
Yeah, the amount, I have not been that way in a very long time, so I'm going to have to stop by there and enjoy. So both teams coming out now. Westview will inbound the ball.
One thing I realized, Jamie, is they also only played a 7-man rotation. They had West Hughes and Elion were the only other two that played, I think, for
number 20.
Goshen.
If 24 Weishaupt, if I'm butchering that name, I apologize. Didn't ask before the game on how to say that, so I don't know if the P silent or the T silent or what it is. Post feed inside to Caden. Nice pass by Camden in there to Caden. And they tried that first play of the game, weren't able to do it. This time they did, and he got fouled, and we're going to shoot a free throw.
We're going to shoot our first free throw of the night. That's the second foul called on Klein. First on Goshen for the quarter.
Caden with the shot up and in.
So he starts the second half scoring too. Hopefully he'll do a little more, be able to add more to it than what he did for the first half.
Sinks them both, and Westview up to a 7-point lead. I think is that our biggest lead tonight?
Yes, we were up 7 a couple times.
Goshen with the ball now. Klein with the backdoor pass to number 11, Diaz, and puts it up and in. So the scoring is taking off right out of the gate here. Camden with it out top over to Owen. You know who we haven't mentioned much tonight?
Owen Brill.
Oh, yeah. Post feed into Austin, but they had him sandwiched in there, and he couldn't hang on to it. It might have been a tough finish anyhow there over Riley. But Diaz with the ball now, back to Swatsky, cut off by Austin, back door by Klein, nothing there. Back out to Diaz, over to Klein. Goshen's, they're taking it up front, and they're trying to backdoor us from the wings. And we got caught on the first time, but we've stopped it the last couple times. Swatsky now with the ball. Gets in there, creates a little space. No good. Goshen with the rebound, though, which we've said a lot tonight. Layup, no good by Klein. He thought he was fouled. Caden with the ball now up front, all the way to the basket, up, and that was the hardest layup we've shot all night.
And it went in.
I thought when he shot that, there's no way that ball's going in. That's why I'm sitting here and he's over there. Camden on Klein now. Yeah, they just kind of bully you into the basket, as Coach was saying before the game, and we got to do a little bit better job of. Daniel got pushed down too low that time. If you make him shoot a 10-footer as a jump hook, that's a lot harder shot than a 6-footer.
But yeah, they're all doing that. They're just bumping into us. They're doing a nice job of it.
Austin with a lot of tipsy-do in there and crossovers, misses, got the ball back, put it up, back out, tipped out by Riley, I believe.
Boy, they are just
yeah, there's
2 or 3 guys
of
on
contact in there, and Chandler, Coach Pribble's over there begging for a foul, but they're just, you can tell Austin's face is such like, you know, he's getting frustrated because he's not getting any calls, and he's just, you know, what do you do? Daniel back out to Cannon, over to Austin, back out to Daniel. Westview started this half with Austin more with the ball up top, whereas second quarter he had it more at the wing. Ooh, that's a tough pass. Caden tried to throw a bounce pass in there that wasn't there, and Goshen ends up with it. So we got, what, as many turnovers now as we did in the first half?
Correct, yeah, 2.
Klein with a move on Camden. Camden, nice defense, stayed in front of him. Westview with a little bit of an advantage, and Austin threw it behind Caden, and we're coming out with a lot of turnovers here in the first half. Goshen is going to call a full timeout here. 21-16, 5 minutes, 1 second to go. We'll be back after this.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we are back at Westview High School. 5:01 to go. Goshen called that timeout. They've cut into the lead just a little bit. Well, actually, it's the same as it was at halftime.
Yeah.
It was bigger.
We've each scored 4.
It was up to 7. Now it's down to 5 again. Kind of the same story as the first half. Lots of missed opportunities for both teams. Westview's a little bit of a turnover bug this quarter. Sawatsky driving on Austin into them. Throws it up and gets it to fall. Sawatsky now with 7 points on the night. Goshen's offense pretty much is throw it to an individual matchup and let him go one-on-one to the basket. Austin said, hey, I can do that too. One thing a game like this teaches you, though, is to play physical.
Yeah.
If you don't go to the rim physical tonight, you're not going to get a basket or a foul called. So Klein with a turnaround now on Camden. Nice job by Camden. Camden doing a really nice job of staying in front of him. And they're going to give him a break now and bring Springer in. Daniel's going to go out and Milan's going to come in. Well, Westview now with a 5-point lead, a chance to increase it and match their biggest lead of the game. Looks like, nope, Goshen's still in man. I thought maybe that might be in a, wouldn't be surprised to see Brett Springer shoot a 3 here.
Well, he was wide open and
there
he still
goes.
is, so. He's like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Well, little does Goshen know, he's what, 5 for 7 on the year?
Yeah,
or something like that. So they're really giving these shooters that don't shoot a lot of space tonight. Sawatsky drives, nothing there. Klein with a 3, and he hits. That was a big 3 for Goshen to kind of keep them in this thing.
Yeah, because that was our biggest lead. Got it up to 8.
Yep.
When we hit it for 3. Looks like they're going to let Springer. I thought they were going to let him shoot again.
Well, Coach mentioned pregame they thought they might have some advantages with some of our guards. And I think what he meant by that is we'd be a little quicker in some spots. And it's proven to be true. We're just not capitalizing on that. Well, with all the hooting and hollering going on, Westview will inbound it into their own basket. Goshen wanted to foul on Owen.
Or that or saying he touched it.
Caden in the post, up, no good. He shot that over Sawatsky. Thought he got fouled too, but the guys just need to realize they're not going to call fouls tonight.
Oh, they called something.
So now they're going to call a rub.
Oh my.
Physical, wow.
That's
on the skinniest guy on the court.
Trying to squeeze through.
Interesting. Goshen with it up top now. Over to Sawatsky, gets by Austin, drives to the basket. Offensive foul on Sawatsky. That's going to be his second. Nice job by Caden, sticking in there and help side defense. He got past Austin, but
Daniel and Camden back in, Owen and Caden out.
We're really small at guard now. We got Springer and Camden in there. But quickness can be an advantage in there, and that might be what we're doing. We'll see if Springer's willing to shoot another three after he missed the last one. I think the refs are going to have to start calling some fouls because guys are really just starting to pound each other in there because they're so frustrated. Brett from the corner, air ball. So he's gone swish, rim, air ball. I think Owen's probably going to be coming in for him here in a second. Goshen with the ball, down 5. We've said that a lot tonight. Just not a lot of movement on both.
Oh, my goodness.
With another offensive foul.
I think he's getting a little frustrated. Threw out that arm.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, there's no. That's a foul. I don't know. You're running over somebody to get to the basket. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Use your skill, get a guy in the air, try something different. Goshen fans hollering behind us. I don't know what they see normally, but.
I was thinking they said something about call it at the other end, but.
Well, the other guys aren't falling down. They might call it if they'd fall, but. Goshen still in a man-to-man. Camden has it inside to Daniel. Daniel in the post, one-on-one, up, and no good. Had a tough angle there. Probably could have tried to use the backboard a little better. Goshen with the rebound. This is the kind of game
with the ball down 5.
Yeah. Goshen, this might be the game that it really helps your defensive average, but it doesn't do much for your offensive average.
Yeah. Everybody's point average is going to come down a little bit.
It's pretty much, you know what, just find a way to win.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be pretty, but Camden in front of Klein, keeping him from the, oh boy. Nice job by Camden staying in front.
Camden comes in, gives Austin a rest. 1 minute to go.
Yeah,
Sawatsky.
They're going to bring Sawatsky in there without Austin in there, so last minute might be a key point in this game. We're going to have Owen guarding Sawatsky, and see if Goshen goes for the last shot here. I'd be surprised if they do. They need shot attempts. They may be setting us up to try to get a shot, even when we think they're holding it.
Think they're going to hold time and then all of a sudden go.
Camden doing a nice job on Klein. See, Goshen's done this at the end of every quarter.
Yeah,
and they haven't had. I think did they score at the end of the first quarter? I can't remember.
They scored last, but I don't think it was on that last second shot.
The ref started counting there about 3 seconds after he should have. Goshen getting ready to run something here. 10 seconds to go. Sawatsky with the ball up top, guarded by Owen Brill. 5-point game. 8 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Klein on Camden. Drives to the basket. Puts it up. No good, but they're going to foul on Camden.
That's his
1 second
fourth.
to go. Camden hit all ball on that one, according to Camden and Coach Pribble.
So one thing that is interesting, so they had Austin out, and they chose to just go for 1 shot with a whole minute of time. They could have.
I've been really surprised by some of their strategy tonight, but it's benefiting us, so we'll take it. Goshen within 4 now. They finally got it off of 5.
Well, a minute ago they were 18 to 21, so they actually had it at 3 for a little bit. And now they do again.
Long shot by Daniel is no good, and we will go to the third quarter. 26-23, Westview with a 3-point lead, 8 minutes to go. We'll be back right after this.
Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Goshen will inbound the ball to start this fourth quarter. Sawatsky having a nice conversation with the referee over there, pleading his case about those offensive fouls.
I think that'll make him not call him.
Well, you never know what he might get on the next call. But there's been a lot of talking by both sides to the referees tonight, wondering what's up. A 3 in the corner by Diaz off a set play. Westview got caught a little sleeping that time, and it is a tie ball game.
First time we've been tied since 0-0.
Yep. Danny with it out front. Westview just going to have to fight through it. We knew Goshen was going to be a good battle. We knew they were going to be physical, and they have been. Westview's going to inbound it in front of their own bench. Austin is going to inbound it to Daniel. Fortunately for us, Dan, we have several referees right behind us too.
Yeah. Oh, just threw
Austin
the ball
drives in and jumps the pass, and Swatsky read that and picked it off. So Westview's now going to battle to stay ahead. Riley all the way to the basket. Klein did. Riley got the rebound. Swatsky in on Austin again. Austin cut him off again. Doing a really nice job defensively tonight. There's no way that's an and one, but they're going to say it is. Swatsky got hit on the floor, took a dribble, then shot, then they still counted the basket. Well, Goshen's not stopping their strategy of just running over our players on the way to the basket, and right now it's working. So Goshen with an 8-0 run right now. They were down 26-21, now they're up by 3. So Westview's got to score. This is we're not doing band on defense, but
it's worse than that. They were up down 26-18.
That's right. Austin with a 3, no good. That's right. We had hit that 3 by Brett Springer to go up 8, and we haven't scored since. So that's what, an 11-0 run?
Yeah.
Yeah, Goshen playing with a little bit more confidence right now on offense. You can just see the way they're moving. They're in no big rush. The way they've been holding the ball, I would think we probably won't want to get down too far. So. Going to call a foul on Owen there for a blocking foul on Klein. Goshen inbounds the ball into the backcourt. Klein with it now, bringing it up on Owen. So there's a little bit of a quickness advantage for Goshen.
I had Camden on him most of the night, but he's got 4 fouls.
Swatsky cut off again. Klein to the basket, up, no good, but they're going to call a foul. One thing I'm noticing is Goshen is getting to the basket easier now than they did earlier in the game.
Foul's going to be called on Daniel. That'll be his first. It'll be the third on Westview for the quarter. Klein 3 for 4 tonight from the line.
Up and in for the first shot. Klein up to 9 points on the night. Swatsky's got 10 to lead Goshen. And hits them both. So now the 5-point deficit is reversed and Goshen's on a 13-0 run. So it's been a while since we've scored, to say the least. Well, if you're Westview in this position, what do? I think you call a timeout. It's a good time to reset a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a full timeout. We'll be back to Westview right after this.
30 down, a bit around 3,500.
Hear the calls of the auctioneers at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Feel the thrill as 6 to 9 auctioneers showcase a variety of antiques, collectibles, treasures, and more. Whether in search of a unique find or something for your next DIY project, you'll find it at the Shipshewana Auction. And it's different every week. Bid on thousands of items from pickers from all over. To learn how to buy or sell, visit ShipshewanATradingPlace.com. Going once, twice,
sold
on the best deals at the Shipshewana Antique Auction.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Westview to inbound the ball after that timeout. 5:42 to go in the game. Goshen up by 5. Westview hasn't scored in a very long time. We were up 26-18, and Goshen's gone on a 13-0 run. Set play out of this timeout. Backdoor play to Daniel. Up, cut off by Riley. Caden up, and there we go. Breaking the slide. And Westview's now going to... Westview picked up full court, and Goshen saw it right away and decided to call a timeout. We'll just keep it right here. 30-second timeout. Yes. Probably just a strategy to make sure we're combating the press all right. Wouldn't be surprised to see Westview maybe pull it off once you get him to call a timeout. And then throw it back on a little bit later.
It's the kind of thing where you call it on the made shot, but you do it on a regular inbounds play. Well, I think Swatsky was out too, and he just came back in on that when they called the timeout.
Yeah, that might be a strategy. It would be, I wouldn't mind seeing. I think a key for us to get back in this game and take the lead is we get the ball in to Caden. He's got the height in there that nobody else that we have has. He's pretty good in the lane. That might be a shot to get him going just a little bit. Well, we're going to keep picking up full court and see if we can speed them up a little bit. Austin guarding closely. Austin just with one foul tonight.
Oh my, ticky-tack.
Yeah, I don't know how they're determining out there what's a foul and what isn't, but it's just nothing but physical all the time. And one thing I think we could do better there when we see that drive coming is our help defense has to step up and stop that drive, because they're starting to get in there a little bit too far and these shots are getting easy. Swatsky is mugging Caden down on the post. We're trying to get into Caden, but he's just getting wrestled all over the place down there. So Westview with it out top. The thing I would say to the team is just to be patient and let's keep working the ball. We don't have to get a shot after 3 passes. Austin in the lane, in the corner to Milan for 3. Boy, that would have been big. Goshen with the ball with a 6-point lead, 4.5 minutes to go. And I think they're probably just going to hold the ball. And they're going to be very deliberate offensively. Yeah, Austin, I think Austin's just getting tired. He's getting beat to the basket now on a few possessions, so. And he just turned it over. Swatsu's going to walk the ball up the court. So the script has been flipped in this game. Westview had an 8-point lead at 26-18. Goshen now with an 11-point lead as they drill a 3, and this is turning into a blowout, considering the score and time. In the corner to Milan. Milan for 3, no good. Caden tipped it back out. Owen saves it. Owen all the way to the basket, up and in. And Wesley's going to call timeout. Down 9, 39-30. With 3:39 to go, we'll take a timeout and be back after this.
Just like you, we understand that hard work is hard to come by these days. That's why we're starting the next generation of Height Auto Body at such a young age. From meticulous prep work to a mirror-like finish, we ensure every detail shines. Whether it's a minor fender bender or a major collision, Height Auto Body has got you covered. Bring your car to us and we'll take care of it with expertise and care. Height Auto Body, family owned, trusted for generations.
They're starting him up higher. Welcome back. Westview with that quick timeout after the made basket. See who made that basket. Was that Owen? I think Owen made that.
Yeah, Owen drove.
That was his,
yes, that was his first points of the game.
Yeah, that's been a big thing. Goshen's really taken that away tonight. Owen was usually good for a couple threes, and they've taken that away tonight. So it's just one of those frustrating games where you're just getting pushed around, but we can learn from this. Game's not over. 3:38 to go. 9-point lead. Goshen's going to be very deliberate, and we've got 4 fouls. So from out Austin with the tip, steal, all the way, dishes off the kick, kicked out of bounds. Thought Austin might have had that, but
yep.
Austin tipped it away, then got smacked, recovered, picked it up, and but Goshen does a good job of getting back. We have not got hardly anything uncontested tonight. Caden with the inbounds play. Oh, that's got to be a foul.
I was going to say, they have to call something there. I think both guys fouled him.
Westview getting crowd giving a standing ovation to the referees. First foul on Goshen this quarter. So they had no fouls in the first quarter.
They had two in the second, 3 in the third,
and 1 in this quarter. That wasn't on Sawatsky, was it? Nope.
No, he was on Markham.
Goshen's going to sub in number 24 for Riley. That'd be Weishaupt. So Westview now with 4 straight points, cuts it back to a 7-point deficit.
We have somebody in double digits. Growls up to 11.
Goshen looks a little bit shaky against this press, but they may figure it out. This is one of those that might be sink or swim. You get a free throw or you give up a layup. Markham in there ran over Daniel, but he didn't get the call, and he's going to throw it in there. Westview now, just under 3 minutes to go. Caden with the ball, and kicked out of his hands and out of bounds. Westview will inbound under the right side of the basket. Caden with the 3. Oh, that looked good. They got Sawatsky trapped in the corner. Now he gets out to Klein. Long pass ahead to Markham. And Austin tried to foul him, and they didn't even call it. Austin with it back up the floor now. Goshen back up to 11. Goes to the basket, misses the layup, and he will get, they actually would have called that if he'd have made it, but he's going to get 2 shots.
Oh, Austin with his first trip to the line. Actually, the only Warrior other than Caden to make it to the line tonight.
Austin will take a second shot, eyes it up, and nails that one. So Westview down to a 10-point lead now, 2:31 to go. And Westview's probably going to have to look at fouling here pretty soon. And we're going to have to get some stops really quick. This takes a lot of energy to do this kind of defense. Daniel with the steal. All the way to the basket, up and good. And Westview's going to call a timeout. Full timeout, so we'll take a quick timeout too. We'll be back right after this.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
And we're back here for the final 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Westview just had a steal and a layup.
I sort of think they said we only have one timeout left.
I was thinking too we might only have one left.
It's Austin's third all here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to give a foul that quick. I'd like to see us try to maybe get a steal. We've got a couple steals off of this defense we're playing right now. But I think he just, well, there's been a lot of physical play let go today, so maybe thought he could get away with that. Riley with the shot up, and no good. Klein.
Yeah,
take
Klein,
it back.
yeah, so
Riley's checking in.
He is now 5 of 7. He'd missed his first one, then he made 5 in a row.
Yeah, he's a nice little guard. He's had a good game, 10 points. Sawatsky leads them with 15. Flies the second one and got it. So back to a 9-point lead for Goshen. Westview doesn't have to be in a mad rush, but we do need to start hitting some shots, definitely. Corner shot, corner pass to Caden, over to Camden. Camden out to Daniel. Daniel with the drive, bobbled the ball, got it back, put it up, down to 7. Westview in kind of a 1-2-2 press. Goshen broke it pretty easy that time. We weren't as organized that time.
30-second timeout, Goshen.
We got 1:34 to go. I think we got a full timeout here. That's all they got left. Or wait a minute. What are they saying? 30. 30, so I guess we'll just keep it right here. Goshen's got to be close to out of timeouts as well. Dan stepped out of his headset here to try to get the crowd riled up for this last minute 30. Westview has cut it down to 7. It was up to 11 a couple of different times. Westview can just get a key stop and a basket. We can put some game pressure on Goshen, and people respond a little differently under game pressure. Instead of a 7-point lead, if we'd have it at 4 or something, it just makes a big difference. So Westview is still fighting and clawing. It's been a frustrating game, but we're hanging in there and trying to come back. Goshen with the inbound in front of their bench. Camden is in there guarding the ball. Camden's got 4 fouls, so he's got to be careful. They don't have him in there on the scoreboard, but He's in there. I can see him. So Goshen passing around now. They're probably just going to try to kill the clock. Kill the clock and hit free throws. Swatsky in the corner. Daniel could have been up on that and got that. He had nowhere to go. Oh, another.
Oh, he's on the line.
Yeah. Goshen's not doing a very good job of advancing the ball. They're
playing too far out.
Yeah, they're really just like threading the needle at the half-court line.
Letting us use that out-of-bounds line as another defender.
Westview now down 7, 1:08 to go. Caden with the ball, drive, pull up from 15, no good. Owen with the rebound, turns around, fake up, and no good, but he got fouled. So Owen will go to the line with 2 shots, trying to cut it to 5 with 56 seconds to go. Owen has not been to the line yet tonight.
So with only 2 points so far tonight, he had a bucket here in the fourth quarter.
Flies it up, and he got it. Goshen doing a pretty good job tonight, I think, of guarding our typical three-point shooters.
Right, yeah.
You know, Milan's hit a couple, Brett's hit one, but Owen hadn't even shot one, I don't believe. Austin shot one.
Yeah.
Owen with the second one up and good, and it is down to a 5-point game. We've said that a lot tonight.
I liked it better when we were ahead.
Yeah, no doubt. Klein with the ball up, dribbles up court. Oh, tipped out by Westview. Almost touched by Swatsky right there. 47 seconds to go here as Goshen will inbound the ball. Goshen's going to try to spread things out of here just to kill some clock. We can't wait too long. We can probably wait a little bit before we foul, but time is kind of precious right now. Goshen gets fouled in the corner, number 24, Weishaupt. And I don't think we've seen him at the line yet tonight.
No,
So
I think Swatsky's been there and Klein are the only two that have been there. No, sorry, Riley had one follow-up on an attempt for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, so Westview is going to have to hope Goshen misses a few. We can score on the other end. Flies it up there with no problem, and I think he caught the crowd off guard. Nobody's even yelling at him. Dan, I think you need to stand up and wave your hands or something to get the crowd.
just for some kind of distraction.
Isn't that what cheerleaders are supposed to do?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they were sitting down there. All right, Westview inbound the ball, down 7, 34 seconds to go. Goshen picking up full court just to try to kill some time, which is a good idea. And I don't know why they're fouling, but they fouled. Oh, they had a foul to give.
Yeah. So
that's not surprising. They haven't been called for fouls all night.
He had to work to get that called.
Yeah, almost had to tackle him. Daniel rolls it to the basket, up and in, and down to 5 again, 23 seconds to go, full timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second break here and be back for the final 23 seconds.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
And we're back. Westview just cut it to 5 again. It's funny, all those layups you don't make in the first half.
Yeah.
They come back to bite you in the fourth quarter when you're scrambling to get behind. We are making layups now, but might be a little too late. Not over yet, but it's going to take a semi-miracle here to pull this one out with the way Goshen handles the ball and their free throw shooting.
Yeah, really need a steal here if we can. They haven't missed. No, they've missed one free throw. They're 2, 4, 6, 7 of 8 here in the fourth quarter.
Goshen inbounds the ball over to Swatsky, and he gets fouled immediately by Austin. So that's Austin's fourth.
I'm not sure we want Swatsky shooting. I'm not sure who we want shooting.
Yeah, probably the guy we don't want shooting is not in the game right now.
Yeah. Can we pick somebody on the bench that hasn't warmed up?
Yeah. Swatsky eyes it. He's got 15 tonight. Make it 16.
Yeah, he's up almost to his average. It held him to 5 in the first half.
I've actually thought we've done a pretty good job on him, but he's just, he's a good player. He keeps coming. He's level-headed, got a lot of skill, and misses that one. Markham with the rebound, puts it up, no good, but Westview fouled him, and well, that's what we didn't need.
Yeah, that is absolutely not. Did not need a offensive board for Goshen.
I think Westview was very frustrated on that foul call, too. The players were talking there. Markham with a shot up and good. Goshen back up to a 7-point lead. Make it 8. Camden Yoder brings the ball up the court. Over to Austin. Austin to Caden. Caden will let it fly from 3, way off. On the floor. Timeout Goshen with 9 seconds to go, and that's going to about do it. Well, Goshen flailed around for 3 quarters, but really put it all together there toward the end of the 3rd quarter and into the 4th. Well, and Westview has not been able to.
Yeah, in the 4th quarter,
this has been a.
They've made 5 of 6 from 2-point range, and they're 2 for 2 from 3-point range. So they've only missed one shot in the 4th quarter. Plus, whenever we fouled, they've made all but 2 of them. So what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 10 of 12 in the 4th quarter here from the free throw line. So they're doing all the right things to hang on to that lead.
Yeah, they've scored. They had 23 points after 3 quarters, and they've scored 26 this quarter. But of course, when you're stopping the clock and fouling, that's going to happen. So frustrating loss for Westview. We were on a roll. I thought we could win this game. The shots just didn't go in, and Goshen overpowered us a little bit. So we've got to turn it around quick, and we got a game at Leo tomorrow night, who's going to be every bit the challenge this game was. So can the players flush this from their system and come out ready to go, because you can't let this linger or you'll have a tough time tomorrow. But Diaz going to throw the ball in, immediate foul by Austin, and
he just fouled out all here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Swatsky's going to go to the line and try to pad his stats a little bit. Austin had a really aggressive start to the game, but I think his lack of success going to the rim really affected him, and they did a good job on him tonight.
Yeah,
they bodied him, they physically, and you know, maybe with a different set of referees, it's a different game.
Right.
But they weren't calling him tonight, and that matters. When it's physical and you're smaller, the bigger guy usually is going to have the advantage. Swatsky hits his first one, hits both free throws, back up to a 10-point lead. Westview with their final possession here. Not sure why we went and roll the ball other than to kill a little more time, but Caden with a long 3, no good. Markham with the final rebound, and that's going to do it for Westview. And the final score tonight is Goshen 51, Westview 41. We will be back to Westview to go over the final stats right after this.
Some people say it's tough to beat the view out west in LaGrange County, but we say it's tough to beat the people.
The people in this area, I feel, make us special.
Westview knows they have something special, a rich tradition of community that has driven their school to all-around excellence for years.
You know, it's a faith-based community. It was a tremendous foundation for me. You know, not just the book learning, but everything else that went with it.
Randy and Roger Yoder are farmers and proud Westview alumni. They coached basketball together at Westview for years and are still involved with the school today.
We quit milking cows here on the farm in '06, and then I did some substitute teaching, and I really enjoyed that. The kids knew us from coaching and stuff, you know, and you just have a lot of community support. And I think some of your bigger schools, you might lose some of that, you know.
Randy, Roger, and their 2 brothers all attended Westview, as did all their wives.
We now have 2 grandchildren there, and just some awesome memories.
Dan Byler owns LaGwana, an all-inclusive printing, design, and media company that works closely with Westview schools.
I graduated from Westview in '84, and I've had 7 children go through it. I've been very involved all along. The idea of taking care of each other, community, is hugely important, and I think they do a fantastic job working with the kids and working with the community.
Jill Hom was born and raised in LaGrange County, and like many of her relatives, is a Westview lifer.
I have worked extensively with our community members, and there has been very few times that I have asked for something and not received it. When we talk about community, we talk about the people and how much we care for one another. And through that, our community also cares for our school system.
Jill says it's the people that make the place. This place, Westview School Corporation.
Welcome back to Westview, where Goshen has defeated the Warriors tonight, 51-41. Tonight's post-game show is sponsored by J&R Solutions, featuring high-speed internet, unlimited, no throttling, and no contracts. J&R Solutions, bringing America together. Call them at 574-349-7673. And we could have used a little bit of that connection tonight because we didn't really have that scoring. Westview struggled to score all night long. We led 17-12 at halftime, 26-23 after 3, but in that quarter we had a 26-18 lead, but Goshen went on a 13-0 run to completely flip the game around, and we were just never able to really catch back up. And Dan's got some individual scoring and stats now that'll probably illuminate all that.
Well, I don't know. It came down to that fourth quarter. Like I mentioned during that fourth quarter, Goshen did everything right. As far as the scoring goes, they missed one two-point attempt. Otherwise, they were 5 of 5. I mean, they were 5 of 6 inside the arc. They were 2 for 2 outside the arc, and the guy that hit those threes hadn't hit any threes all game. Ryan Diaz came in and hit those threes, so he ended up with 8 points. But yeah, and then they hit the free throws. They were 12 of 14 in the fourth quarter, 15 of 19 overall. We did make it to the line finally for 8 times, 6 of those in the fourth quarter. We were 7 of 8 tonight, so that's one of our best percentage-wise free throw shooting nights, but we just couldn't get there.
Yeah, but 28 points in the fourth quarter for Goshen.
Yeah.
That's I mean, they had 21 almost at the end of the third quarter. They really
23 at the end of the third quarter is what they had. So yeah.
Well, I think it's like you said, they just wore us down. They're physical, they're stronger at almost every position, and that takes its toll over the course of the game. We only have a 7-man rotation, and we played our hearts out, played hard, but they had more. They're older, juniors and seniors. We had several sophomores playing and so forth. So
yeah, overall, the individual scoring. Goshen led by Levi Sawatsky. He had 18 points tonight, right at his average, and 11 of those in the fourth quarter, including 2, 4, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Ryan Diaz had 8 points tonight, a couple threes, like I said, and he hit a 2 in the third quarter. 10 points tonight for Carter Markham. He only had 2 at halftime. He had added 6 in the fourth quarter. 11 points for Braxton Klein. He's not very tall, but man, did he play hard, pushing our guys in, bumping in, kept driving in, and he got a lot of his points that way inside. And then 2 points apiece for Dominic Riley, their 6'5" guy in the center. He hit a bucket in the second quarter. That was his only points. And then Isaiah Weishaupt hit 2 free throws for 2 points. Westview led tonight by 11 from Caden Grau. He had a 3 and a couple 2s, and then 4 free throws to add up for his 11. Daniel Yoder ended up our second leading scorer tonight. He only had 2 points going into the fourth quarter, but he got 3. He was 3 for 3 from inside the arc tonight, or in the fourth quarter. So he had 8 points tonight. 7 points for Austin Slaybaugh. That might be one of his lowest outputs of the year. He could not get a shot up. He had guys all over him every time he tried. And he tried a lot in the first 2 quarters. He didn't take nearly as many attempts in the third and the fourth quarter. 6 points tonight for Mylan Miller. He hit both of those in the first quarter. He'd come in off the bench, and it was 2 for 3 in that quarter from 3-point range. 4 points tonight for Owen Brill, all in the fourth quarter. He never even got a 3-point attempt. In fact, he only shot twice and missed one, made one, and then he was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And 3 points for Brett Springer, who hit a 3 in the third quarter that had given us a chance to, well, it pushed us up to our biggest lead of the night, 26-18, and then, we were outscored severely from there out. So they scored 33 points while we scored 15 to finish the game out. So rebounds, rebounds, they had 28, we had 21. Fouls, we ended up with 16 called on us, 8 on them. But the biggest, the 16 is a little skewed, obviously, because we were fouling to stop the clock in the fourth quarter. But to have only 8 fouls called on a team that plays that physical, I think you touched on it. I mean, when you have different officials, they call things differently. And tonight they let them play, and they played with a lot of contact and not a lot of calls. So, and I think that definitely favored Goshen. Didn't it?
No doubt. So we regroup, we move on. That's life. You get knocked down, you get back up, you go play again. So it's a game, and I think it's almost a good thing we play tomorrow night. You don't have to stew on this thing all weekend and all next week until you play again. Yeah. So the games come pretty fast and furious here.
Yeah. So in a week's time, we play, or just 8 days time. 9 days, 8 days time, we play 4 games.
4 games, yeah.
So to finish the season. So.
Yep, and tomorrow will be the 4th of those. So we hope you go to Leo tomorrow night. If you don't, we'll be there and bring the game for you.
Do want to do a shout out for Jerry, who was not feeling well today, so Jamie stepped up and did the play-by-play for us tonight.
Yep.
Thank you, Jamie, and I got to do some color commentary while I'm still trying to do stats. I enjoy doing that. So anyway,
it's a challenge. Jerry does this with skill and keeps the scoring. I can't even begin to keep the scoring while I'm talking. So tonight's post-game show is sponsored by J&R Solutions, featuring high-speed internet, unlimited, no throttling and no contracts. J&R Solutions, bringing America together. Call them at 574-349-7673.
This year's game sponsors Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana. Other sponsors for the games this year: Topeka, New Holland, Freedom Finish Works, Tiffany's Restaurant, J&R Solutions, Shipshewana Trading Place, Shipshewana Antique Auction, Height Auto Body, Yoder Crossroads, LaGwana, Jerry Standard Service, Southwind Flooring, and Breathe Easy Mold Solutions. Tonight's game was a presentation of LaGwana Media and the Indiana High School Athletic Association's Champions Network. For Jamie Miller, who did play-by-play tonight, and our engineer, as almost always, Jeremy, oh my word, Anderson. My brain just went on blink there. And this is Dan Byler. Good night, everyone.